So the dashboard deconstruction project continues. I've removed a lot of wire out of this bus for stuff that went nowhere or is no longer in use. Let me show you some of this. So the dining room table is covered with a bunch of things that we no longer need. This is an old CD changer that we haven't used in the 3 years that we've owned the bus. I used to use something like this a lot, but you know, nowadays with MP3s and being able to download music onto a little thumb drive or something like that, it doesn't seem necessary anymore. So we took that out. And the hilarious thing about this is so old that it had an FM modulator to receive the signal. You know, I mean, it predates head units having an aux in. So this thing had this box that sat in between your FM antenna and broadcast itself on a certain station that you could tune into, which that's crazy old there. That's the console that used to sit on top of my dash in the middle there. This is my Chinese head unit that died. So I've got another one of those coming. I've got a propane line here that I'm in the process of removing that snakes underneath all this stuff that went to a catalytic heater that was up here. The ham radio cabinet is gone. Here's something that's worth discussing. This is a telephone cable tracer, and I use this to find wires when I don't know where they go. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this. I mean, some of it will be obvious to some of you, but the others, may not know about this tool. But basically, you hook up the tone generator to one end, and you just clip this onto one end of the wire, clip the other end onto the ground somewhere, and then this unit you start fishing around with this wand. Start fishing around with this guy, and it'll help you locate the wire where it goes through a rat's nest of other wires. So we were able to successfully use that to locate some wires that went 35 feet down the other end of the bus and positively identify which ones they are. And then, if you're not 100% sure, once you locate the other end of the wire, if it's close enough, you can use your continuity tester to determine if you've really got it or not. So I'm going to clean up this mess right now. I've got a bunch of stuff here that needs to get put away. Dashboard is opened up here because a bunch of this stuff went through here down into mystery locations. The dashboard is actually designed to be serviceable. This is something I really appreciate about this bus, that the guy made this thing so it just 2 screws and it just hinges right down so you can work on it. The top just lifts off. So yeah, I mean, that's really helpful when you need to work on your dashboard, to have serviceability like that. And some of you have seen how the top piece is. It's flat and lets you put stuff up there if you want to. So yeah, I know some of you hate my dashboard, some of you like it, but that's a good way to do a dashboard, to be honest. So I'm gonna get after it here. That's the console that I removed, the ham radio cabinet. by the way, if some of y'all are interested, this is a Shepherd power steering unit that I removed from my bus and replaced with a rebuilt one, probably unnecessarily. This is up for sale, probably just for right around the value of the core, and it may not need to be rebuilt because ultimately we found the problem with something else. So if some of you are looking for a Shepherd power steering unit for 4106 or probably other GM buses as well, let me know. So it's customary to shoot a video of all the wire you removed after you've done it. That's the wire we removed, and also some propane line that we removed. And we've greatly reduced the amount of wire that was up here related to the stereo. We've shortened them all up and tidied them up in preparation for installation of the new deck. Still got a little more work to do here in relation to power and ground, but the speaker wires are all tidied up there. I'm also using these labels as we identify wires and we know where they go. I always think it's a good idea to label stuff like that. Says bed left speaker positive, bed left speaker common, and so on. Those are little vinyl stickers that you can write on with a Sharpie that I got off Amazon.